Good morning once again. You're welcome to Adbond Team Mental Fitness, and we're welcoming all our team members, our virtual team that are also joining through the Zoom platform. So today's topic is lead nurturing 1. You are still going to get lead nurturing 2. And then what is the purpose of today's training? I'm going to say that we have primary purpose, secondary, and tertiary. So the primary purpose goes to all our WAMS manager, general WAMS manager, all our virtual team, hybrid team, e-team, people who are manning the marketing and sales department. Those are the people who have this training for themselves as their primary motive. Why? The secondary motive is to every of our team member who also are participating in the sales as a minor, not major. And then the tertiary motive are also for people who are going to come across this content either now or in the future, that you can also apply little of the principles in this training to help your sales or marketing department on how to nurture lead. So we're going to start with these 2 questions, and the first one says, do you know that not all prospects are willing to become a customer, but businesses are also open for window shopping? Do we agree? Yes. No, let's verbalize it. Yes, right? All right, good. So the second question says, do you also agree that when you do some window shopping, you come back after some years to buy exactly what you have once window shopped? Has that happened to any of us here? All right, good. So let's proceed. Quote. The opening quote from Zig Ziglar says, you are not in business if you don't have prospects. So now, what's the definition of lead nurturing? It is a process that allowed you to develop and sustain relationship with prospects at every stage of the sales funnel through effective content sharing and marketing efforts. And it helps bridge the gap between you and your target audience through personalized campaign to conversion. And this will now lead us to 2 things we call lead magnets and lead funneling. What is lead nurturing saying? It's saying that it helps you to keep relationship from stages to stages, and as we progress, you will see all the stages of lead nurturing. So let's start with lead magnet. Lead magnet, it is a marketing term for a free item or service that is given away for the purpose of gathering contact details. And then we have 2 types. We have inbound and outbound. In inbound, you can use your website, your social media posts like your at Adbond Harvest and Homes, or let's say, which is the IG, and we also have that as TikTok. We can have something like a blog post and webinars. And then also we can also have for outbound cold calling, all the leads that we've gotten, calling them hard like a billboard ad, and also trade show, like all the events that we always host out there for we to have new leads in our lead bank. So then now look at what we call lead funneling. It is the representation of the process a prospect move through from being a lead to becoming a paying customer. And then if you look at the 5 stages, the first stage is awareness, which is the bigger stage. The second stage is consideration. The third is purchase. The fourth is retention, while the 5th is advocacy. Do you agree that I can also call this stage many are called, few are chosen, right? Because in your marketing, according to what I also said at the beginning, it's not every prospect that showed up that is coming to buy. Some of them are just coming to see whether they are going through that part. It's only the few that are passing that part that will actually stay with you, and that will be your card carrier member. And there is this part that when you make when some people buy some product, they develop some sort of emotions with those products, and that's the kind of product, like let's take for example Apple. When some people buy their phone, there's a sticker inside the park, they'll still go and put it in their car. You understand? And that's how you really realize that they really find interest in that particular brand, and they are willing to be part of it and to represent along with that brand. And that's why sometimes people that use it, they don't put their phone, they don't put it in the pocket. We want to put it on our table so that you know that that's what I'm using. So now, what are the benefits of lead nurturing? Number one, you can use it to pipeline sales flow. You can say, oh, this month is June, right? This June, I'm going to sell nothing less than 20. In July, I'm going to sell 15. In August, this is what I will sell, because you already know how you are nurturing your lead and how each lead has given you a particular month that they are willing to make their commitment. Then number two is confidence in sales targets. You know, if you have sales target, it can actually help you to know how to position your lead to help you to achieve that target on a monthly basis. Then number three, consistent sales success. You know, there is no way you have learned the pattern for more than, let's say, 1 year, 2 years, that you will not be able to achieve that. Oh, I think whenever I get my lead from this source, my lead, after doing A, B, C, D, I mean, which is the process, the conversion of this and this is something that will come out. Then accurate sales measure. Once you also you've learned to understand your source of lead. Oh, when leads come in, this is how I tackle A, B, C, D. That will help you to say, I can measure my sales in accurate direction. It saves money and time. When you have a directional lead and you nurture them perfectly, it saves you time to go and be saying, oh, I want to go and do another marketing to start having leads. And then you have the lead, you don't nurture them. Those leads got cold and they go bad at the end. Then access to more referrals. The more your leads are becoming customer that are willing to advocate for you, they will just be the one that will be recommending your number. You will just be receiving several calls, and you say, I got your number from so person. We're discussing about farmland, we're discussing about B, we're discussing, and they mentioned your name, and then your name now become, your contact will now, you now become a public a public person. So then the next one says sales concentric theory expansion. The moment that happens, your sales cycle will continue to expand, and you just have different people in different parts of the world, different parts of the country that are talking about the product and service that you are offering, and that will help you to go wild. So now, lead nurturing sequence. The first, lead population, target lead, qualified lead, approach, promising, and converted. So first thing is right timing. You know, sometimes we get leads and then we keep the lead for, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You won't call the lead. You now call that lead after 3 weeks. The best, I don't know if you have found it, I can't remember where we meet. Why? Because a lot of things have also happened in the life of those leads, the contact owners, within that duration of time. Some of them are, because some people doesn't even have more than 2 days retentive. Yeah, I'm telling you, more than 2 days retentive memory. So the ideology is within 12 hours, send an SMS. Within 48 hours, whatever you want to use, within 48 hours, do a call. Why? So that when you call at any given time, you can always say, go and check so date. I send you an SMS. You can always refer to something like that. And then when you want to do email marketing, let your email marketing to be between minimum of 7 to 14 days interval, so that it doesn't bore them. So this right timing is a very important sequence in effective lead nurturing. Content relevance. You know, we're talking about agro to home project development, we are talking about agriculture, we are talking about bond home ownership, we are talking about borderless Africa. These are part of the direction that we should be shooting content via email marketing to potential or prospective leads, so that we can actually nurture them. And you know, when we use the word nurture, nurture means to grow things in a way that they can develop a better interest in the product that we are actually offering to them. And one thing we want salespeople or sales organizations to understand is that everybody will not be your customer. Everybody, no matter how great your product and service, let's just use religion as a basic. Everybody cannot be Christian, everybody cannot be Muslim, you understand? So the understanding of that, everybody cannot go to University of Lagos, everybody, no matter how good Harvard is, everybody will not go there. Some people will still say, I didn't like this about So once we have that basic in our heart, it will help us to channel our content to people who truly want to be part of whatever product and service we are actually rendering. Then number 3 is offer variety in content. You know, if you look at our agriculture, in agriculture we have cassava, we have tomato, we have chicken, we have cow. You understand? So don't just keep sending messages, mail only about cassava, only about cassava. Over time, I feel like it's like this organization is only cassava they are doing in this organization, and then that doesn't spike my interest. Why? You may be shocked the day you just throw something around. Maybe let me use example, maybe tomato, or let's say another example, maybe like egg. You might be shocked that might now spike interest, and it may not have too much profit. And that's where we realize that interest, when it's put forward first, you realize that ROI is a minor basic to people. And in the housing sector, we have apartments, we have commercial building, we have industrial building. So if we also want to shoot content, I believe we can actually make our content move in that variety as well. Because maybe you have been mailing for two bedroom, the day you will mail terrace duplex, that may now call the attention of a particular lead. So number 4, personalized information during nurturing and lead exit plan. You know, you've been sending me mails. Let the email have an option that I don't want to receive any newsletter from you anymore. Let's just go straight to the point. Oh, I want to buy this. Oh, I'm not interested. So that you won't waste your mail, you won't waste your time. Even in SMS, in phone calls, it's better to have something like that, and then let it have, hello Modupe, hi Eromsel. You understand? So when you have something like that, it shows that you really pay attention to me and you are directing it to me, and that makes me also, I will respond and I'll pay attention to you as well. So number 5, core of lead nurturing is for sales conversion. Don't forget it. Why am I saying this? We have some customer, both in male and female, that you'll be talking about A and they will be bringing you back to MZO, that I want to marry you. You understand? So it is natural in the area of sales and marketing. So don't get distracted. Keep your focus in that line, and let it be the core of you nurturing the lead. So bonus, remember all your promises after conversion and back them up with action. I will plead to you on that. Imagine some of us will go and promise, if you buy from me, I will do your clearing for free. You get? So I'll do your clearing for free, meaning you are willing to sacrifice that. Maybe when the organization pay you, whether your commission, whether even your salary, you know that in some organization, if you don't hit your target, you may not get your salary. Maybe it's from your salary because that person helped you to hit your target. You just remove a certain amount to help the person to clear the farm. Don't now say, shebi I've collect my own commission. So it's a bad behavior for a salesperson. Then the next one is, for a sale to happen, the prospect buying emotion must be understood first. there is this principle that even as you are coming today, you have been doing buying and selling. You have been negotiating. Oh, I'll pay for the logistic I'm paying is 20K. Oh, it's 10,000. I cannot pay for this Uber more than 3K. You understand? So now let's try to understand that every customer or every potential prospect, they also buy into an emotion. Some of us, emotion is a secure future space. Because it's better to ask, why are you buying? Oh, what will make you to be willing to be part of the agro to home project or in the real estate? 90% is the appreciation value. So if the land is not appreciating, don't sell heritage homestead to your client. Sell the one that you know that is appreciating. Oh, if that's the purpose, sir, don't buy this type because it's big. Let's go for 150 square meter of this one because that one will appreciate. It will appreciate better. Then recommendation: discover prospective buyer persona or pain point to know what to propose as a need. And that's why I use this image. There is no doctor that you just enter into the office and then as you enter, they say, to collect. They will first of all, I'm telling you, they will ask you questions. And when they ask you questions, if they are not satisfied, they will now say, let's do tests. You understand? Do you know that when you say something to some doctor, they will not do tests because they believe that you are talking from and they recommend. So when it passes, then they will say, come and see me after 2 days. If you realize, then that time they will now subject you to a series of tests. So that's one of the way we sales organizations to also operate. That let's have conversation. See, we will still make millions in commission. Because do you know that there is a way you will sell to clients or a prospect that they will say, people have been marketing to me, but the way you do it, I will recommend more people. I will recommend more people to you. And that will really help us to go far. So our closing quote says, you don't close sales, you open a new relationship, by Patricia Fripp. So question or contribution or something new you've learned from today's training. So our usual learning quote says that effective human functionality is found in an environment of continual learning with a supportive action drive for your desired result. So we'd like to say thank you to our people who are watching from YouTube and also our team member from Zoom. So if you have any question, you can put it at the comment section below. We'll definitely respond to you. See you next week. Thank you.